We are happy that such a gigantic personality will be addressing us on the topic skills of advocacy. May I now humbly request Honorable Justice Shri Koteshwar Singh to kindly address the gathering.
Respected distinguished guest on the dais and off the dais, because this is supposed to be an informal, I'm told, informal kind of discussion with the children, the law students. Since it is supposed to be an informal part of this today's inaugural function, I thought rather than give a one-way speech, I would rather prefer to have a dialogue with you. What do you say? So what are that, because I'm told that I should speak on advocacy skill. Sorry? In the main function. So I understand that you have some of the best law colleges in Karnataka. We have assembled here to take part in this All India Moot Court Competition 2026. And I understand therefore that you are mostly keen for litigation also. That's how you honed the skill of advocacy by taking part in this moot court competition. So I would encourage you to ask questions before I start my interaction program. Anybody who would like to ask anything? कुछ कर सकते, we can give a yes. Can you give that? Because in the formal session, obviously, we can't have this kind of interaction. That is why. Yes.
Greetings. Greetings, sir. It's a pleasure to interact with you. So I had a very simple question. There are a lot of people here who are in their inaugural years of legal education. That is their first years and second years, etc. So to them, how would you recommend they should actually start inculcating interest in the legal field?
I'm not able to hear because of this sound. I think we can switch off this because I can tolerate the heat. Like no issue.
The question would be, how will you get interest in the legal field in the beginning, initial years? Sir, may I ask you the question?
Yeah, come. Yeah, that will be better.
Greetings again, sir.
Yes.
My question to you was, there are a lot of people here who are in their first and second years of legal education. So, to inculcate their interest in law, what practices could they adopt in their daily life? Thank you.
In your student life?
Yes, indeed, sir. Student life.
Okay. See, the first thing is that the fact that we have opted to take this subject shows your interest, number one. See, law in our times, when we got enrolled in law in the 80s, law was not really the preferred subject, except those who are interested. But things have changed. Now law is something which is your favored subject. That's why you appeared in the entrance examination, CLAT and other state level examinations, and maybe your own college also may be doing that. Now it's a tough competition. First of all, so you have opted yourself to be in this discipline. What are the things? See, this is the legal profession is perhaps one of the most exciting, though most challenging, but the most exciting profession where you not only practice certain profession of lawyering or whatever, judgeship or whatever, you are a part of the dispute resolution mechanism of the society. Every society has a problem, be it medical health problem, then the doctors come in, or else all other problems are to be resolved through the rule of law, the mechanism you have. So you are in a unique position to take part in that very important function of the society where the proper resolution of the problems can help not only stabilizing the society, bring peace in the society, but also in the development of the society. So in fact, you are acting as an agent. You are going to play a very important role. Not only agent, if you are going to be a lawyer, you are performing a very, very important task, number one. Firstly, as I mentioned, as an agent to resolve, as a stakeholder in resolving the dispute in the society. Number two, if you are a lawyer, the litigants come to you reposing all the fate. Can anybody tell me section 126 of the Indian Evidence Act? You can Google also, no problem. You can use a mobile phone also. Section 126 of the Indian Evidence Act. Sorry? Yes, privileged communication. Why? Why this special legal provision is there, which is not there with any other profession? Statutes, the Indian Evidence Act, give this privilege or this privilege of communication because you become the alter ego of the client, litigant.
सम्मान 𝐻 सलामी ज़कात सलामत जस्ट सम्मान 𝐻 भाजप जस्ट श्रीमान विवेकानंद कॉलेज के 𝐷 काज अपने काज निरीक्षण के लिए हाजिर जय श्रीमान जय श्रीमान श्रीमान काज को विसर्जन करने के अनुमति चाहता हूं जय श्रीमान
First time. This is the second time. I came when I was young. I was studying by around 1990.
District.
Mangalore. I came to Mangalore city. That was my wife. She had a conference, the All India Socialism Conference. So the center is
St. Aloysius
College. So I vaguely remember a little bit because I recollect all those. Mangalore was very beautiful, very peaceful, very calm.
We are trying to get a higher bench. We already do. We don't have. I'm sure that it will happen. Higher bench.
I didn't know that you found very nearby place. Karnataka, but this is
Here only.
so blessed.
I think almost how many of us went to Supreme Court? Justice 𝐾𝐝𝐶 from this area.
Okay, he also from
Santosh Hegde, his son.
Okay.
And Jagannath Shetty, who was the Chief Justice of Allahabad High Court, then he later came to Supreme Court.
Yes.
Then the fourth, I'm number 4,
Oh, wonderful.
from this place.
From this place.
Brother, there is some magic in this soil here.
Yeah, and I'm sure, I mean, many law colleges have just studies,
Law colleges, medical colleges, engineering colleges.
Yes, Bangalore is a hub of education.
I think it is going to become Dubai maybe in another 10 years' time. It is going to be a Dubai. So prosperous. Because we have seen from Delhi the entire country. Yeah. Your Mangalore is going to be like a Dubai.
And port also,
Ports, yeah, ports. ಸರ್ ಇದು ನಮ್ದು ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿ ಮದುವೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂದು ಬಟ್ ವೆಜಿಟೇರಿಯನ್ I took vegetarian food. You don't be under the biryani. I took vegetarian food.
ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರುತೇಶ್ವರ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರು. ಉಡುಪಿ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ.
It's a great temple. Mahalingeshwar temple. Great.
Respected dignitaries, learned faculty members, advocates of different bar association, dear participants and my dear friends. Vivekananda Law College, a unit of Vivekananda Vidyavardhaka Sangha, established in the year 1988 with the motto of Nyayena Dharate Loka. Over the last 38 years, college has received such a height with the consistent and continuous support of management, Alumni Association, PTA and dedicated staffs and students. From last 3 decades, the college has been continuously organizing so many programs. This year, we are hosting 3rd All India Moot Court Competition. On behalf of Vivekananda Law College, Puttur, I, Divya Das, Student Coordinator, Moot Society, taking this opportunity to welcome you all to this event. It is a moment of great honor for Vivekananda Law College to welcome the Honorable Inaugurator to this inaugural ceremony of 3rd All India Moot Court Competition. Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Shri S. Abdul Nazir, former Judge of Supreme Court of India. Shri Abdul Nazir, Governor of Andhra Pradesh and former Judge of Supreme Court of India, is known for his humility, soft-spoken words, and upright man of legal and moral principles. We are really fortunate to have such great personality who has accepted our request to inaugurate the 3rd All India Moot Court Competition. With great humility, sir, we submit our respect for giving a positive response when we appeal to you to inaugurate this All India Moot Court Competition. May I now respectfully request to offer floral tribute to Bharat Mata. We respectfully welcome Honorable Shri Justice S. Abdul Nazir, Governor of Andhra Pradesh, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, Justice Shri N. Sorry for the inconvenience caused. May I request everyone to kindly rise for the national song, followed by the national anthem.
सिद्धिविनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल गायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you. Please be seated. May I now respectfully request Dr. Akshita A.P., Principal of Vivekananda Law College, to kindly escort the dignitaries to offer floral tribute to Bharat Mata. We respectfully welcome Honorable Shri Justice S. Abdul Nazir, Governor of Andhra Pradesh and former Judge of Supreme Court of India, Justice Shri 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐿, Judge of Supreme Court of India, Professor Dr. C. Basavaraju, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Karnataka State Law University, Hubballi, and Shri 𝐻𝐶𝐻 Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India. The dignitaries are being accompanied by Dr. K.M. Krishna Bhatt, Secretary, Vivekananda Vidyavardhaka Sangha, Registered Puttur, Shri Surendra Kinniji, President, Governing Council, and Dr. B.K. Ravindra, Director of Legal Studies. I kindly request the dignitaries to take back your seats. Thank you. To formally welcome the gathering, I respectfully invite Dr. Akshita A.P., Principal, Vivekananda Law College, Puttur, to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening to all. Dignitaries on the dais of the dais. It gives me immense pleasure to warmly welcome everyone to the 3rd All India Moot Court Competition 2026, organized by Vivekananda Law College, Puttur. Established in the year 1988 with the motto of Nyayena Daryate Loka, the world is sustained by justice. Vivekananda Law College has always remained committed to academic excellence, ethical values, and holistic legal education. The institution takes pride in promoting advocacy skills and experiential learning through various academic initiatives, including successful organization of prestigious All India Moot Court competitions. It's my proud privilege to welcome our esteemed dignitaries. I extend a respectful welcome to our inaugurator, His Excellency S. Abdul Nazir, Governor of Andhra Pradesh and former Judge of the Supreme Court of India. A warm welcome to you, sir. I extend my hearty welcome to our chief guest, Honorable Mr. Justice N. 𝐾𝐲𝐻𝐿, Judge, Supreme Court of India. A warm welcome to you, sir. I extend heartfelt welcome to our guest of honor, Professor Dr. C. Basavaraj, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Karnataka State Law University, Hubballi. A warm welcome to you, sir. I also welcome our guest of honor, Shri 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐿, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India. Welcome to you, sir. I extend my welcome to Dr. K.M. Krishnabhat, Secretary of Vivekananda Vidyavardhaka Sangha, Puttur, who is presiding over today's program. Welcome to you, sir. I also extend a cordial welcome to Sri Surendra Kini ji, President of Governing Council, Vivekananda Law College, Puttur, and Dr. B.K. Ravindra, Director of Legal Studies, Vivekananda Law College, Puttur. Welcome to you, sir. Further, I warmly welcome the honorable judges, members of various bar associations, faculty members, participants, students, press and media, and all distinguished guests gathered here today. Your presence truly adds grace and significance to this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Lighting the lamp symbolizes the dispelling of darkness through knowledge. May I now request the Honorable Inaugurator, Justice Shri S. Abdul Nazir, and the dignitaries on dais to kindly light the ceremonial lamp. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. It is now my distinct honor to invite our chief guest, Justice Shri N. 𝐂𝐻𝐻𝐿, Judge of Supreme Court of India, to address the gathering.
Honorable Justice, former Justice S. Abdul Nazir of the Supreme Court of India and presently the Governor of Andhra Pradesh, not only a judge but jurist, scholar, a great humanist, a nationalist of very high order. Also present with us, Professor Dr. C. Basavaraja, Vice Chancellor, Karnataka Law University, Hubbali. Dr. K.M. Krishnabhat, Secretary, Vivekananda Vidyavardhaka Sangha, Puttur. Manohar K.V., Advocate, President, EIMCC Core Committee, and other dignitaries on the dais, and off the dais, the faculty members and my dear students. It is indeed a great honor and privilege to be on this third All India Moot Court competition being organized by the Vivekananda Law College, Puttur, Dakshin, Karnataka. This happens to be my second visit to Mangalore. I remember I come here sometime in 1991 or 2 when I was a very young and struggling lawyer. We had a brief discussion, sir, before you came with the young prospective lawyers and judges of the country. Mangalore, one of the most beautiful coastal districts in India, having a very rich tradition. In fact, some of the sea trade was conducted through the port Mangalore and other ports in Western India. The kind of old civilization which has remained intact. We have gone through tumultuous phases in our history, from the preeminent status, one of the greatest powers and richest countries in the world, reduced to one of the poorest in the 19th century. But we retain our roots. I remember the wonderful speech given by His Excellency in 2021, decolonization, our Indian legal system. The tradition goes on, it gets strengthened. We have our Constitution of India, which was launched in 1950. The Republic, the Great Republic of India. In fact, if you see across the world, see the globe of the world globe, how many countries one can identify as truly democratic country. So heterogeneous, so rich in traditions, still thriving in spite of the problems we face through centuries because of various unfortunate incidents which led to colonization of this country, but we have bounced back. And the world looks at India today as one of the emerging great countries. And the young lawyers, the future young lawyers, all assembled here, we are going to continue this great tradition. I am also very happy to be in this institution which has been inspired by the ideals of Swami Vivekananda, one of the great saint, nationalist, humanist, a person who inspired, who brought India in the Western media at that time. The introduction of Advaita philosophy, the introduction of yoga in the West happened because of his brilliant performance in the World Congress in America. The tradition continues. Vivekananda, one of his foremost occupation in his mind was not merely attaining spirituality, but to how to regain independence of this country, how to revive this country. And he saw education as the prime engine to revive. He was roaming this country before he became famous in America. He was an itinerant monk, traveling across the country, trying to understand. When he saw the ignorance, the illiteracy, not only the poverty because of the colonial condition, but he realized education perhaps will be the foundation of a new India. India was a nation which lost touch with its old self. India was a nation where some of the brightest minds roam around. India was a nation where a great Buddha was born. India was a nation where a great Mahavir was born. Introduced some of the most fundamental transformative changes in the society. Egalitarian system, based on humanistic ideas. The spiritual height India attained, Advaita Vedanta. In fact, Sringeri also, I am told, is nearby. All of us know Sringeri was established by Adi Shankaracharya, the great proponent of Advaita philosophy. After he had his debate, successful debate with the Mimamsa philosopher, Madan Mishra, he established the first Mat in India, in Sringeri. And Madan Mishra's wife was equally spiritually enlightened and adept in scriptures. She was the one who almost defeated in the duel, Bharwell duel of Shankaracharya. In recognition of her knowledge, she was made the first head of the Sharda Pit, another important milestone in Indian culture. That's near in, I'm told, nearby the place we are all standing. Such a rich heritage. And Vivekananda said, yes, education. Himself, in fact, you will be surprised to know that he himself had passed law, but he did not practice law because he was more spiritually oriented and he was more concerned with the upliftment of this country. He had no time to practice law. But he gave utmost importance on education. What he says about education, he said, men making education, character making education, that's what he sought for. By which character is made, through which the full potential of human being can be realized. That's why Vivekananda famously said, education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man. In fact, when he was going to United States in 1893, he was sailing. At that time there was no flight, they had to go by ship. On his journey from Japan to Vancouver, on the way to America, he happened to meet Jamshedji Tata, a great Indian at that time, who was responsible for the industrialization of this nation. Jamshedji was very keen in industrialization of this nation. Vivekananda happened to meet him on the ship. They had discussions about education. And Vivekananda said, no, we must have education, a modern education, not in the Western tradition, but with the scientific temper. There was discussion which inspired Tata to establish Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore. So Bangalore, Karnataka, also very historical because that's the product of two great minds of that time, Swami Vivekananda and Jamshedji Tata. So much of this Karnataka that way is blessed for working out in practice the ideals with Swami Vivekananda. I'm so happy that this institution, which is part of the Vivekananda Vidya Vardhaka Sangha, is engaged not only in higher education but elementary education, not only one discipline, in various disciplines, because education ultimately will be the basis of our regeneration. That's what we, in the morning, in the beginning of the session, we light the lamp to dispel the ignorance, to lead to that a famous Sanskrit sloka is there. Asutama gamaya, tamosoma jyotirgamaya. Lead us from ignorance to light. So much important is education in our system, which have been emphasized time and again by, I don't have much time. I have just 8 minutes. I think I have exhausted almost 8 minutes. But I just want to say that since the largest number of the participants here are the students of law, I must congratulate you that you have chosen a very noble profession, exemplified by none other than the Governor, Justice Nazir himself, sitting here is an example, living example of how law can play an important role, not only in one's individual life, but in the society. Each of you has the potential to become Honorable Justice Nazir here. You must remember that. Yes, the challenge is great. It's just like jumping in the sea, just like jumping in the torrential rain in the river. You must know how to navigate yourself, lest you get drowned. You must have the basic skills. And this moot court competition also provides you an opportunity, a forum to hone the skill. There will be challenges ahead. Yet, but it's worth, because I consider the students of law perhaps the most privileged of all the disciplines, because you are the upholder of the Constitution of India. You are the only profession, the only student of any discipline who must have read the Constitution of India from Article 1 to Article 300, etc. Understood it. The importance Constitution plays in upholding this Constitution. This vast country. I remember my wife is here. I remember I told you that I came here along with my wife. That was in 1991 when I came by train from Delhi. Mangala Express, I am told. I remember now the train. It goes all the way from Delhi, Agra, Karnataka, Kerala, comes back from Kerala, again go back to Konkan. Such a beautiful, vast. So in that same train you could see the diverse India, the north to south to west. This country so rich, every region has a rich tradition, thriving. Every region. And this disparate region, this country of more than 1,500 languages. You know only about 22 scheduled languages in the Constitution. But a student of linguist, he will say that 1,500. More than 1,500. How many communities? How many religions? All the religions followed in the world are practiced in this country without any hindrance. Our Constitution guarantees the right to each and every individual to practice that. No other country perhaps offers this kind of diversity, the unity, the strength, all based on a Constitution. You are going to be the upholder of the constitutional values in different capacities, whether you are a lawyer, you are a judge, academic, professor. So I must congratulate you all, the students here. Yes, challenges are many, but I'm sure you will be able to overcome and make this country great again. I still remember the speech of how so much of treasure is there in our traditional legal knowledge system. So much that we can learn from our past. For example, the Mimamsa philosophy. The whole art of debating is all described in that. How to be a good debater. What are the rules to be followed? This is something which perhaps our scholars should go back. And I would request all of you to read the article, the speech of the Governor, Honorable Justice Nazir, when he was the judge of the Supreme Court of India. A wonderful piece of work he has undertaken on the rich tradition of this country. So I wish you all the best, the students in this oncoming moot court competition. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Your Lordship, for those inspiring and insightful words. I now respectfully invite our guest of honor, Professor Dr. C. Basavaraju, Vice Chancellor of Karnataka State Law University, Hubballi, to address the gathering.
Good evening to one and all. Distinguished guests on the dais, our Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh and former Judge of the Supreme Court, Justice S. Abdul Nazir ji. Another chief guest of today's function, Honorable Justice Koteshwar Singh ji, Judge of Supreme Court. Special invitee of today's function, Senior Advocate of Supreme Court, Sri 𝐷𝐿 𝐁𝐫𝐬. Today's presiding Secretary of Vivekananda Vidyavardhaka Sangha, Puttur, Dr. 𝐀𝐝𝐯𝐿 𝐿𝐵, Principal of this college, all the judges, advocates, members from media, my dear students, all the invitees, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am really overwhelmed by the way in which this institute is organizing this third All India Moot Court Competition 2026. I take this opportunity firstly to congratulate the Vivekananda Law College for having been conducted this third All India Moot Court Competition, inviting entries from all over Karnataka and outside. And I am sure that 20 colleges have participated in this very important moot court competition program. This has become an integral part of our legal profession. I always consider that in a pluralistic society where everyone has responsibility towards the society, a multicultural society requires a different dimensions to understand the problems of each individual. By birth itself, individuals are different. Their problems are different. Their socio-economic, cultural problems are different. And right from the day one of the Constitution came into force, January 26, 1950, we have been confronting various problems, not only the legal problems, but also socio and economic and cultural problems. The Constitution makers, when they framed the Constitution and submitted before the Constituent Assembly, they took a oath that this Constitution is going to be, by understanding the problems of every individual. Today, the legal profession is the most respectful profession among all the professions, because it is the legal profession which take cognizance of all the problems of the society, whether it is a problem relating to medical problem or labor problem relating to minorities, vulnerable sections, women, children. All kinds of problems are taken care of, recognized by the legal profession. Our students of law across Karnataka, they are studying various different laws with a solely intention to see that something is to be done to the society. The problems of the society needs to be rectified. Remedy is to be provided to the vulnerable sections, those who are deprived. I always say that the millions and millions of people in this country, still they have no knowledge about their rights because of technical reasons like poverty, penury, ignorance, illiteracy. They are deprived of the enjoyment of the constitutional rights. It is our social responsibility, being the students of law, being the teachers, being the lawyers, being the legal fraternity, we need to recognize and to identify these problems and to try to remedy this problem. And that is why the law students are exposed to various programs, legal aid programs, legal awareness programs, and different programs which promotes the students to go to the villages, identify the problems, as much as possible try to ensure justice. We always take the legal profession, especially the practicing profession. More the responsibility is taken in the legal profession, more will be the responsibility. And I am sure that the law students and the legal fraternity, they have devoted themselves for the cause of the society. How long we need to wait? We have already completed 76 years of India. Constitution came into force. But still we are confronting with various problems. Problems of poverty, problems of unemployment, problems of discrimination. What is to be done? We, the legal fraternity, we need to dedicate ourselves. We need to committed ourselves to the cause of these problems. And I am sure in the days to come, with the increase in the students' population, especially coming to the law courses across India, it's a good sign that the law students are dedicated themselves to see that the problems of the society needs to be solved or resolved. And I'm sure that the Vivekananda Law College has taken a right step in conducting moot court competitions, orienting our students to the various professional skills. If you develop the professional skills, I think you will be a successful lawyer. It is not just only understanding the subject will fetch you the result, but understanding the subject of law also should be coupled with how you present the facts before the judges, how you trying to convince the judge, and how you try to convince the judges. Depending upon that, your result will be there. I take this opportunity to once again congratulate the Vivekananda Law College, Puttur, for being conducted this kind of program, for creating awareness among the students, to take our students from classroom to courtroom. Because our students must be taken to the courtrooms while they are studying in the classroom itself. How exactly the proceedings takes place and all that. I thank the organizers for inviting me and to share my few thoughts with the dignitaries and all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your motivating address. We now move to release of the journal Legal Spectrum. Legal Spectrum is a peer-reviewed book of Vivekananda Law College. We are excited to release issue number 6. May I now request Inaugurator Governor Shri Abdul Nazir to kindly release the journal. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. May I now request Dr. K.M. Krishna Bhatt, Secretary, Vivekananda Vidyavardhaka Sangha, Putturu, to address the gathering.
ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ಲಾ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ 3ನೇ ಆಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಮೂಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟಿಷನ್ ಇದರ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆಯ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಸೀನರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಆಂಧ್ರ ಪ್ರದೇಶದ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ರಾಜ್ಯಪಾಲರಾದಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀ ಅಬ್ದುಲ್ ನಜೀರ್ ಜಿ ಅವರೇ, ಆನರೇಬಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಎನ್ ಕೋಟೇಶ್ವರ್ ಸಿಂಗ್, ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅವರೇ, ಹಾಗೂ
ಲಾ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯ ವೈಸ್ ಚಾನ್ಸಲರ್ ಆದಂತಹ ಬಸವರಾಜ್ ಅವರೇ, ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಇನ್ವೈಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಶೇಖರ್ ದೇವಸ ಅವರೇ, ಮತ್ತು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಸೀನರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯರೇ ಮತ್ತು ಮೂಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ನ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆಯ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿರಿಯ ನ್ಯಾಯವಾದಿಗಳೇ ಮತ್ತು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನಿಯರೇ, ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ಲಾ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಅವಿಸ್ಮರಣೀಯ ಕ್ಷಣ. ವೇದಿಕೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಜುಡಿಷಿಯರಿ ಅಥವಾ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡಿನ ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾಲಕ್ಸಿಯೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಮ್ಮ ಬೇಡಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಮನ್ನಿಸಿ ಪುತ್ತೂರಿಗೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಸಂಘದ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಗೌರವಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ಅಭಿನಂದಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಸಂಘ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾದಂತಹ ವಿಚಾರ ಮತ್ತು ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟವಾದ ಗುರಿಯನ್ನಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ. ಶಿಕ್ಷಣದಿಂದ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣದ ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ, ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಚಾರ. 1915ರಲ್ಲಿ ಪುತ್ತೂರು ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಹೆಸರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವಾದಂತಹ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಸುಮಾರು 116 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಇತಿಹಾಸವನ್ನು ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಹೊಂದಿದೆ. ಪ್ರಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊಳಹಳ್ಳಿ ಶಿವರಾಯರು, ನಂತರ ದಿವಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಶಿವರಾಮ್ ಕಾರಂತರು, ರಾಮ್ ಭಟ್ರು ಮತ್ತು ಅನಾಮಿಕರಾದಂತಹ ಅನೇಕ ಪುತ್ತೂರಿನ ಹಿರಿಯರ ಪರಿಶ್ರಮದ ಫಲವಾಗಿ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಸಂಘ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ತನ್ನ ದಾಪುಗಾಲನ್ನು ಇಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸುಮಾರು 26 ಸ್ಥಳಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 85 ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳ ಮತ್ತು 5 ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗಳ ಮುಖಾಂತರವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು 235 ಲೈಫ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು 450 ಜನ ಆಡಳಿತ ಮಂಡಳಿ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಮತ್ತು 22,000 ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು, 1,500 ಉದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳು ಅಂದರೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು, ಶಿಕ್ಷಕೇತರರು. ಈ ಮೂಲಕ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಬೃಹತ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಆಂದೋಲನ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಸಂಘದ ಮುಖೇನವಾಗಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಉಲ್ಲೇಖಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಅಳಿವಿನ ಅಂಚಿನಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ವರ್ನಾಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್, ಮಾತೃಭಾಷೆಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಶೇಷ ಒತ್ತನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಸಂಘ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸುಮಾರು 7,000ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಇವತ್ತು ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾತೃಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣವನ್ನು ಪಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅಭಿಮಾನದಿಂದ ಮತ್ತು ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯಿಂದ ಈ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೇನೆ. ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಕನ್ನಡದ 8 ತಾಲೂಕುಗಳ ಪೈಕಿ 4 ತಾಲೂಕಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರಾಮಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ 400 ಗ್ರಾಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಒಟ್ಟು 400 ಗ್ರಾಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 300 ಗ್ರಾಮದ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಜನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೊಂದು ಅಭಿಮಾನದ ಸಂಗತಿ. ರಾಜ್ಯದ 28 ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ, ದೇಶದ 12 ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳು, ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಪಡಿತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಆಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ, ಅಖಿಲ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ ಒದಗಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೇನೆ. 1 ಲಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಜನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ, ಅದು ಕೃಷಿ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕಾನೂನು ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ವೈದ್ಯರಿರ್ಬೋದು, IAS ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಚಾರ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು, ಶಾಸಕರುಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಅಭಿಮಾನದ ಸಂಗತಿ. ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಸಂಘ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣದ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕೃಷಿ ಮೇಳ, ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಮೇಳ, ಯಂತ್ರ ಮೇಳ ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಕೊರೋನಾದ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಉದ್ಯೋಗವನ್ನು ಕಲಿಸುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಬೃಹತ್ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಸಂಘ ಮಾಡಿತ್ತು. ಅವತ್ತು ಸುಮಾರು 4,500 ತರುಣರು, ಯುವಕರು, ಒಂದು ಸಂಪಾದನೆಯ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದ್ದಂಥ ಯುವಕರು ಈ ಸ್ವಉದ್ಯೋಗ ತರಬೇತಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡೆದು ತಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ತಾವೇ ನಿಲ್ಲುವಂತಹ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಸಂಘ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ಒಟ್ಟು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಂಗ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕಾರ್ಯಾಂಗ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಶಾಸಕಾಂಗ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಪತ್ರಿಕಾರಂಗ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವುದಿದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಆಧಾರ ಸ್ತಂಭಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ಅದರದ್ದೇ ಆದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ. ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ದಿವಸಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಒಂದು ಚರ್ಚೆ, ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಂಗದ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ. ಈ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಬಲಪಡಿಸುವುದು ನಮ್ಮ ಹೊಣೆಗಾರಿಕೆ. ನ್ಯಾಯ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಸಜ್ಜನರು, ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾವಂತರು, ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತರು ಮತ್ತು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರನಿಷ್ಠರು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಕಲ್ಪನೆಯಿಂದ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ಲಾ ಕಾಲೇಜನ್ನು ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಸಂಘ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮುಂದಿನ ವರ್ಷ LLM ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. BBA LLB ಕೂಡ ಮುಂದಿನ ವರ್ಷ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗುವ ಮೂಲಕ ಒಂದು ಸಮಗ್ರ ಕಾನೂನು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣವನ್ನು ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಸಂಘದ ಲಾ ಕಾಲೇಜು ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ಮೂಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಇದು ಯುವ ವಕೀಲರುಗಳಿಗೆ, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಷರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಜಡ್ಜ್ಗಳ ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಹೇಗೆ ವಾದ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾತ್ಯಕ್ಷಿಕತೆಯ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ನಡೆಯುವ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗಲಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭವಿಷ್ಯ ಉಜ್ವಲ ಆಗಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಭವಿಷ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಇರಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹಾರೈಸಿ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಸಂಘದ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಅಭಿನಂದಿಸ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ.
Thank you, sir, for your motivating address. And now, the moment we all await. It is my immense privilege to invite the Honorable Inaugurator, Justice Shri S. Abdul Nazir, Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, to deliver the inaugural address.
Today's chief guest and my dear brother, Honorable Justice 𝐀𝐝𝐯𝐿 Singh and Bhabhi ji, I think you have brought, first of all, as a person from this district, I welcome you for two reasons. One is you have come to our district. Secondly, you have brought prosperity. Look at outside. You have brought rains. I won't sing that song, Rain, Rain, Go Away. Professor Basavaraju, Vice Chancellor, Karnataka State Law University, Sri Shekhar Devasa, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India, Sri Surendra Kiniji, Dr. K.M. Krishna Bhatt, members of the Governing Council, Vivekananda Vidyavartaka Sangha Puttur. I think prosperity is coming more and more. Distinguished guests seated on the dais, of the dais, ladies and gentlemen, my dear students, Maateregla Namaskara. I am happy to be here today amongst you all on the occasion of inauguration of the third All India Moot Court Competition 2026 organized by the Vivekananda Law College. At the outset, I congratulate all participants of the third All India Moot Court Competition 2026 and wish them all success in their endeavor. I can see portrait of Swami Vivekananda right in front of me, behind you. I think we have here also. Swami Vivekananda defined education. What is the meaning of definition? Definition of education. Education is nothing but training of the mind and not stuffing the brain. Education is training of the mind and not stuffing the brain. ನೀವು 100ಕ್ಕೆ 100 ಬಾಯ್ಪಾಠ ಹೊಡೆದು 100ಕ್ಕೆ 100 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್. ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲಿಟ್ರಸಿ. Judicial education in India has evolved from an informal apprentice-based system into a highly structured and institutionalized, designed to keep pace with modern law, technology and societal changes. The system now emphasizes continuous learning to enhance the quality of justice and improve court management. The origin of legal education in India revolves around the Vedic era, whereby the concept of dharma was the source of legal structure. ಧರ್ಮ ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ತಪ್ಪು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಹಿಂದೂ ಧರ್ಮ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಧರ್ಮ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ಆ ಧರ್ಮದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸರಿನಾ? ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇವರು ಧರ್ಮದ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರು ಅಂತ. The Mahabharata war was fought on the battlefield of Kurukshetra for the protection of dharma, not Islam dharma or Hindu dharma, dharma. And the war was won by the Pandavas, the protectors of dharma. In both Ramayana and Mahabharata, the evil forces got destroyed as a result of evil deeds committed by them. They tried to destroy dharma, but instead they got destroyed. Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. On the other hand, Sri Rama and Pandavas tried to protect dharma and got protected by it. Dharma is in first place in Purushartha Chatushtaya, Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. So it means that dharma must be our first duty. Then other three Purushartha will automatically come to us. Dharma means one's own duties. What is dharma? Dharma means one's own duties, moral rules, conduct, etc. The person who follows them is the protector of dharma. It is related to a particular karma, duty, conduct, etc. of the person in the society. Dharma implies the value system, traditions, and culture of a society or a person. The meaning of the word dharma, dharayati iti dharma, meaning that which upholds, sustains, or supports dharma. It signifies that dharma is the essential principle of the universe, society, and an individual's life in upholding cosmic order and nurturing existence. As Lord Krishna said in the battlefield of Kurukshetra in Mahabharata, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. I think all of us, many of us chant in the morning. Yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyudhanam adharmasya tadatmanam sraja mahyam paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chatushdatam dharma samsthapanardhaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Means, whenever there is decline of dharma, O Bharata, and rise of adharma, then I managed myself for the protection of good, for the destruction of the wicked, and for the establishment of dharma. I come into being in every stage, every age. It signifies that God intervenes to protect the good, destroy the evil, and restore cosmic balance. And to restore order, when chaos prevails. It provides assurance that divinity brings balance and justice in times of crisis. Hope you are following. Artha agta ideyalla? I have worked as a teacher for some time. Master kelsa madidene. ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರವೀಂದ್ರ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಕೈ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಎನ್ಕರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್ಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಲಾಯರ್ಸ್. Nobody has asked the question, you have blindly followed. You have read the head note in a judgment without reading the judgment, as simple as that. He has completed 50 years of teaching. Now you give a clap. Right? There is very little trace of formal legal education in the ancient times. And it was merely a self-learning process. In the past, the kings or the ruler used to adjudicate the matters by their own notion of justice. Sometimes the kings used to appoint senior people to adjudicate the matters, and these judges were not trained judges in the field of administration of justice, but they were well acquainted with the concept of dharma. In ancient India, Vedas were the main source of law and also were the guiding principles of human behavior and human conduct. Mainly the sages heard the commands of the God and explained these commands of God to their disciples. That is why Vedas were also known as the Shruti, and the disciples also remembered these commands and preached them to the common people, and these were known as Smritis, Shruti and Smriti. Buddhayana, Apastambha were some of the well-known Smritis and were considered most ancient expositions of law. In the ancient period, judicial training was largely non-formal, based on the self-learning process centered on dharma. Kings often relied on experienced scholars known as Dharmadhyaksha, who were well versed in legal texts rather than formally trained as judges. Avarige CPC, CRPC gottirlilla avarige. They only knew dharma. During the colonial period, for the formal legal system based on English common law, the need arose for a formal legal education. Law was introduced as a subject in the universities of Calcutta, Madras, and Bombay in 1857. The initial focus was on preparing practitioners for local courts. The Bar Council of India, established under the Advocates Act 1961, began regulating legal education, ensuring a more uniform standard for legal practitioners. Legal education is not just about understanding statutes, regulations, and case laws. Students also have to develop the ability to apply their theoretical knowledge to practical settings. Moot court is one of the best resources for bridging the theoretical and practice gaps in legal education. Moot court provides law students with a simulated experience of court proceedings, helping them transition from academic knowledge to practical application. Now the Supreme Court has also said, if you want to be a civil judge, one of the eligibilities, you have to practice 3 years of law. I think judges have to give a certificate, right, for that. Civil judges have to give a certificate for that. I don't know why they don't believe our honorable members of the bar. I can also give practice certificate if he has worked under me. Moot court provides a regulated atmosphere where students can experience the roles of lawyers, judges, and clients in a courtroom sitting. It is an essential component of law schools, as it allows students to acquaint themselves with the process of creating legal documents, presenting arguments, and practicing court proceedings. Their practical experience equips them to tackle the obstacles that come with becoming legal practitioners, especially when it comes to litigation. Participation in moot court fosters development of several key skills that are essential for future lawyers. So take it seriously, right? Students must conduct in-depth legal research and draft comprehensive briefs that outline their arguments. Moot court emphasizes the art of oral advocacy and trains students to present their case persuasively, defend their arguments, and respond to judges' questions effectively. Students learn to analyze legal issues from various perspectives, think critically, and develop sound legal strategies. But one thing I want to tell you, one small incident happened.
we give 5 minutes or 10 minutes to students to argue the case, right? 5 minutes is your time. The 5 minutes is over. So the judge says, stop your argument. He says, no, give me 5 minutes more. Why? Because you only argued 5 minutes, I have not argued at all. So the judges should take care of this. So the judges should not argue more. These skills are not only crucial for success in the courtroom, but are also applicable in other areas of legal practice, making moot court an integral part of the legal education. Moot court serves as an essential platform and offers a way for students to gain practical insights into the functioning of the legal system without having to leave their place of study. By engaging in simulated legal battles, students from these colleges can compete with peers from across the country, honing their skills in a competitive yet supportive environment. Moreover, moot court is essential for fostering students' professionalism and self-assurance. It takes calm mental clarity and capacity to make persuasive arguments under the duress to stand before a panel of judges and make a case. Students are better equipped to serve clients and more competitive in nature because of the experience they receive from moot court sessions, which guarantees that they are ready for the demands of the legal profession. Before concluding, I would like to quote here the following motivational shloka from Mahabharata related to dharma. Dharma eva hato hanti dharmo rakshati rakshitaha tasmat dharmo na hantavyo mano dharmo hato vadit, meaning one who destroys dharma, dharma destroys them, and one who protects dharma, dharma also will protect them, like Pandavas and Lord Ram. That is why dharma should never be destroyed, so that the destroyed dharma can never destroy us. I hope the students participating in this moot court competition will make best use of this unique opportunity and gain knowledge and expertise required to strengthen their legal career for a bright future. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Your words shall continue to inspire every aspiring legal professional present here today. Thank you, sir. As a token of our gratitude and respect, may I request President of the program, Dr. K.M. Krishna Bhatt, to kindly honor Honorable Mr. Justice S. Abdul Nazir, Governor of Andhra Pradesh and former Judge, Supreme Court of India. Also, to Justice Shri 𝐿 Judge of Supreme Court of India. Also, to Professor Dr. C. Basavaraju, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Karnataka State Law University, Hubballi. I request Director of Legal Studies, Dr. B.K. Ravindra sir, to honor Shri 𝐷𝐿 𝐺𝐫, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. May I now request Shri Manohar KV, Advocate, Puttur Bar Association and President of All India Moot Court Competition Committee of Vivekananda Law College, to propose vote of thanks.
Good evening to one and all. Respected dignitaries on and off the dais, dear students. On behalf of Vivekananda Law College, it is my proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks for this memorable inaugural ceremony of the 3rd All India Moot Court Competition 2026 conducted by this institution. At the outset, I express our deepest gratitude to Honorable Mr. Justice Retired S. Abdul Nazir, former Judge of Supreme Court of India and Governor of Andhra Pradesh, for graciously inaugurating this prestigious event and inspiring us with his valuable words and guidance. Your Excellency, you are the promoter of judiciary system. You are the person behind establishing various courts, including Puttur. You are the encouraging hand to the lawyers. You are source of inspiration to law students. In short, you are the proud son of India. Thank you, Your Excellency. I extend our sincere thanks to Honorable Mr. Justice N. Koteshwar Singh, Judge Supreme Court of India, for gracing the occasion of as a chief guest and motivating budding law students with his enlightening presence. My Lord, your deep love towards the institution and the law students made the distance from New Delhi to the small town Puttur very short, but my Lord, you will be remembered always by all of us gathered here. Thank you, my Lord. We are immensely grateful to Professor Dr. C. Basavaraju, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Karnataka State Law University, Hubballi, for his encouraging support and valuable association with this event. Thank you, sir. I also place on record our heartfelt thanks to Shri 𝐷𝐿 𝐺𝐫, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India, for joining us as a special invitee and enriching the occasion with his esteemed presence and also assisting our institution. Thank you, sir. Our sincere gratitude goes to Dr. K.M. Krishna Bhatt, Secretary, Vivekananda Vidyavardhaka Sangha Puttur, registered, for presiding over the function and for his constant encouragement and support towards the academic excellence and legal education. Thank you, sir. We also thank Srimati Vijayalakshmi Bhrara, wife of my Lord, Mr. Justice N. Koteshwar Singh. Your presence added sweet fragrance to the gathering. Thank you, madam. I also thank Surendra Kini, President of Vivekananda Law College, Shri B.K. Ravindra, Dr. B.K. Ravindra, Legal Director of Studies, Dr. A.P. Akshata, Principal of the institution, for gracing the function. I extend special thanks to the management of Vivekananda Vidyavardhaka Sangha, faculty members, Moot Court Committee, student coordinators, volunteers, alumni associates, and every member who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this inaugural ceremony a grand success. The advocates of Puttur, Bantwal, Belthangady, Mangalore and Bangalore, as well as judicial officers, had participated in this Moot Court competition as judges. I sincerely thank you, one and all, on behalf of the institution, for your tireless efforts and love for the institution and judiciary. A heartfelt appreciation to all participating teams from various institutions across the country. You made this competition a great success. Your enthusiastic participation adds prestige and spirit to this national competition. I also thank the media representatives, technical team, non-teaching staff, and all distinguished guests who honored us with their presence today. Finally, I thank each and everyone gathered here for making this occasion meaningful and memorable. With gratitude in our hearts, I conclude the vote of thanks. Thank you all. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All kindly be seated for Shati Mantra. All together, let's close our eyes and adopt Namaskara Mudra. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
I request all to rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you everyone for your gracious presence. We wish all participants the all the best for the competition ahead. There is an announcement. There is an announcement to the students present here. Please stay back. Every students have to please stay back. Announcement. Dear participants, preliminary rounds results are ready. Preliminary rounds results are ready. And yes, whole community students, student communities have to restay, please. I request the audience stay back as there is a brief session by Special Invitee Shri 𝐒𝐮𝐝 𝐿𝐻𝐻, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India.